Welcome back, gentlefish, ladies. We got the next match. Elevate, Tribe Gaming, upper bracket finals of the July monthly finals. Elevate already have a golden ticket. If Tribe Gaming win this, they are in the best chance possible to win this 5th golden ticket. If they lose this, they're going down to the lower bracket finals to face off against the winner of either Dizzy or Only Bats. So we're getting crazy. It's getting down to the last couple matches here of the month. And let's see, Pete Castro is going first for Tribe Gaming against Elevate. Elevate have been on an absolute hot streak these last 2 months. Oh, he didn't get that poison tower. That's interesting. But oh well, recalls the champion out of there. Elevate have been doing so well. They obviously won the golden ticket last month. They're still doing extremely well this month. They're not showing any signs of slowing down. They can take on anybody. Tribe Gaming have been to every single monthly finals. So they're consistently doing like top 8 in the world, but they haven't been able to really break away into like a grand finals appearance yet this year. They're looking to change that up. A win right here would put them in the grand finals. Root Riders making their way through. He overgrowth the town hall, gonna dodge it and go around it right now. King finally deployed over on the bottom right side of the base. The overgrowth expires. We're gonna be able to eliminate at the town hall and then keep walking to the right. The warden ability helping out. Looks like a healing tome. Coming in clutch. Sure. King has the Frosty. He's walking around the outer edge. A wall break gives him access to the ricochet cannon. Queen still healthy in the core of the base. Troop launcher still throwing barrels into the middle. Queen gonna get in range of this monolith. Maybe. She is indeed. So we're going to overgrowth the monolith. Why not? That changes Queen's direction. She's going to go back all the way around and then follow the Root Riders. That's probably better. Anyway, nicely done there. 50 seconds on the clock and no more spells to use, which means things are slowing down like crazy. No rages, no freezes, no nothing. Time is ticking fast. King on the outside has a spiky ball. Queen still has her, I assume, magic mirror action figure combo. Nobody going to be able to reach the monolith, though. Could be a big problem. We do have a wall breaker we could try to use to get Queen access. And he does. Ooh. But is the wall breaker too late? Is Queen going to walk the other way because the scatter shot died first? Then the wall break comes in. A Yeti and a Booger going for this monolith. I think a Frostmite or something slowed down that monolith. Hang on. Hang on. Another Booger goes for it. Queen can reach it even better now. The monolith will go down, but he's almost out of time. Use the spiky ball, homie. Boom, 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 boom. The storage. The poison tower slows him down. Royal Champion gets it, and it's a 3-star for Tribe Gaming to start this match. Max decides to go first for Team Elevate. This guy joined Elevate. He has quickly become a superstar in this meta, helping Elevate win that golden ticket last month. Has one of the highest hit rates out of all the pros in the world right now in this meta. And he's going in with some Root Riders today. He's been doing this as his entry very commonly these last 2 months. Instead of doing a Royal Champion charge with the Invis and the recall, he'll use Queen and Warden and healers. Go cut in and get a little bit of the base and then recall. And it seems to be actually more spell efficient. Like, I think he uses less total spells to do that than most players are using, like 6 Invis with a Royal Champion or whatever. He uses like 3 and gets almost the same value. He just needs to get a little bit of a funnel set and then boom, send everybody else in. Here we go. Nice overgrowth spell. Hits literally every building in the core. That's a big overgrowth right there. Perfectly placed. King on the outside. Flame Flinger is getting crazy good value. Look, it's cutting a whole funnel on the northeast side of the base, which means as soon as this first overgrowth expires, everybody's just going to cut back right through the core. I like this setup a lot. Yetis come out of the Flame Flinger. They're going to start setting a funnel in the trash buildings. That first overgrowth expires. He'll combine it with the Warden ability. I think he meant to hit the hook tower with that overgrowth as well. He was trying to get the poison tower, the Inferno, and the hook tower. He doesn't get the hook tower, but it might not be the end of the world. He's going to get the town hall here. The hook tower just grabbed a Valkyrie first, so not that big of a deal. Then it grabs the Queen, pulls her out to the front. We might have to pop her ability early. That's the worst thing that happened from him missing the hook tower. Queen ability goes off early. Freeze on the back end of the base. He still has a King ability. Still has one more freeze. 1 minute and 5 on the clock. Time should not be an issue. We got a back end wall breaker. Probably don't even need it. Rocket Spear going off right now. Champion taking out so many of these defenses. Giant out in front. He still has 3 Root Riders alive on the right side of the base. King, half HP with a spiky ball. It's wrecked all day long. Max gonna get it done, and we can see if his teammates are happy. They're just content because things are tied up right now. Nobody has the lead. Rakires. What can you do for Tribe Gaming? Both teams hit a triple in the first round of attacks. Here we go. Tribe with their second attack. Sending Rakires with Root Riders. Royal Champion is in first. Gonna be going for this Ricochet Cannon immediately. We'll take that out. We'll take the Tesla out with the E-boots almost. Make the mortar invisible. She goes back the other way for a Tesla and is outside the Invis. Have to do a little Venn diagram action there. Unfortunate. Costed him an extra Invis, that Tesla did. Spirit Fox dies. Already a slight slip up perhaps. Going for the Crusher Mortar. 1 Invis left. And we're going to use it. We want the Crusher Mortar. We want the Multi-Gear Tower. Not going to get the Inferno Tower. Just have to recall. Okay. Queen is in at 12 o'clock. Ice Golem. Earthquake Spell. Log Launcher. Queen has to fight these heroes right away. We send a couple Headhunters to help support. Minion Prince will go down while frozen. It's beautiful. Root Riders in on the right side of the base. Deploy those healers to keep them alive. Yes, Apprentice Warden. Don't forget your Grand Warden. There he goes with the Rage Gem. Skeleton Spell deployed just in time to start distracting that Monolith. King on the right side of the base. Cool. King with the Frosty. Gonna set that funnel while the Root Riders slowly make their way around the right side. Yetis from the Log Launcher. Gonna go take out the Monolith. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. Ooh. Bless you, Lex. Thank you. Every time someone uses code Lexnos, I sneeze. Lol. Overgrowth Spell in the Town Hall. Root Riders making their way around the right side of the base. Sure. Royal Champion already using her Rocket Spear. Then she goes up around the other way. I don't know if that's ideal or not, because she's going to end up dying over there by herself. Nobody helping her out. Doesn't even pick up the extra scatter shot. Overgrowth going to expire, and we need to make sure somebody's going to pick up this Town Hall. So he's going to go ahead and wall break into it, because it looks like the Root Riders are just going to keep walking down. So good thing he wall break. That allows the Queen to step inside immediately to start doing damage to that Town Hall. Inside the Rage Gem, Queen doing extra damage. That's nice. She'll get the Town Hall easily here. We still have her ability intact. King has a Spiky Ball ready to go, but we'll save it for a little bit later. Go ahead and pop the Queen ability now to get that Giant out, but he's going to walk all the way around the outer edge of the base, leaving the Queens a little bit vulnerable to this Fire Spitter. Spitting fire at them. But down goes that Fire Spitter. Gotta fight the enemy Royal Champion. Only 22 seconds on the clock. I think at best he's looking at a time fail here. So many units there alive on the left side of the base. He's got Cleanup Wizards, Cleanup Super Barbarians. 9, 8, 7. Without the Royal Champion staying alive, the DPS slows down so much. Use the Spiky Ball, bro. Why is he not using the Spiky Ball? Finally sends it in. Oh! I thought for a second there he might have it, but he didn't. 98% time fail. Pato has Root Riders. Sends the Royal Champion in first. Invis spell. Keep the champion safe for now. Drop the next. That was a poopy Invis spell. But the Spirit Fox is invisible anyway, so that was a complete waste of an Invis spell. She'll get the Poison Tower. And then we'll recall before going for the Crusher Mortar. That Ricochet Cannon stayed alive on the bottom there. It's on like 1 HP though. Oh well, we might have to just completely ignore it. We're gonna go in on the left side of the base here. Probably should have sent a balloon to that Ricochet Cannon. Would have been able to take it out with one balloon. Instead, he sends all the balloons together in the same spot and they all die to red air bombs. Feels like a waste. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Dude, the cameraman saw it, but Bato didn't see it. Bye-bye Flame Flinger. Overgrowth the core. Pop the Warden ability. Oh jeez. King and Queen on the outside of the base now. Root Rider's going to make their way to the Town Hall here. Royal Champion getting hit pretty hard. Royal Champion looks like she's about to die early. She does. Bye-bye Royal Champion. Oh my gosh. Rage Tower on defense. No more support. No more spell support. Dude, use a freeze. You're about to 1-star. Oh my gosh. The queen ability can get the town hall, but everything is dead for Pato. Everything. What just happened? What just happened? Pops the queen ability. Town hall will be secured. But yikes. Freeze the ricochet cannon. Queen goes down. Giant goes down. Low percent, especially for the upper bracket finals. You don't want to be having low percent attacks, man. Well, Elevate do already have a golden ticket. And Tribe got to be excited about this defense. Super Barbarians on the right, doing their thing. Ice Golem freeze. Baby Drag gets an extra building. Still got one more Super Barb. Not sure if he can actually get a building with it, though. Baby Drag goes down. And I think that's all he can get. Can't get the Wizard Tower, can he? He's gonna try. Oh, he can. It's low. But he does it. The splash damage of the scatter shot was insane. 71%. Kronos has the Warden Walk. Angry Jelly. Lots of healers. Rage Gym in full effect. Okay, cool. Gets through the scatter shot. Archer over on the right side of the base. Yes. Headhunter is in. Fighting the enemy royal champion. Looks like we're cooking up a big old fireball. Likely for the core. That Warden taking a lot of damage, but he's okay. Gets through the Tesla, then the damage starts to slow down. Angry Jelly effect wears off. He's got to go for the storage and the research lab first. Holy Invis spells. Kronos with the fireball to the core of the base. Annihilates everything. Wow. That was cool. Very expensive, but very cool. Warden going to go up and follow these Root Riders with the Rage Gym. Queen at 12 o'clock. Valkyrie and Sneezy to help support her. Sweet. Gonna go get the Inferno Tower. Gonna go get the Town Hall. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got a healing spell. We got a skeleton spell. That's it. Nothing else for support. No overgrowth spell. Not a single freeze or invis. King will pick up the Wizard Tower. Troop launcher throwing barrels in with the rest of our units. Snake bracelet on the king, helping to do some extra damage. Healing spell used right then and there. Sure. Help keep everybody alive a little bit longer. Without any rage spells, though, it does move very slowly. 1:10 on the clock. And we're slowly moving through the base. Skeleton spell deployed. Ice Golem on the back end of the base. We still got a Royal Champion ability. Still got a King ability. Still got a Queen ability. As long as the Root Riders can keep opening up walls, which means that we need the Root Riders to stay alive, we probably could be okay on time. If the Root Riders die and we end up having to beat through a wall at the end, we're going to be in big trouble. Royal Champion, Rocket Spear, gets through the monolith like it's butter, though. That was nice. All the Root Riders are dead. Uh-oh. King has a spiky ball. Queen had to use her ability there. 40 seconds on the clock. We did have a wall breaker for the back end here, but there's still a chance Queen gets stuck behind a wall. I think the real Queen's dead. All the Queens are dead. Champion's about to die. Don't use the spiky ball too early, man. You need it to hit the last group of buildings, I think, this time around. He's already fist pumping. Spiky ball is going to get forced early. Boom, 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 boom. It takes out the mortar. Ooh! Come on, it's a race against the clock for Tribe Gaming. Gets the storage. Everybody going up for the expo. It's a giant, and it's a wizard. Is this about to be a time fail? He was fist pumping, and now he... Bro, he was fist pumping, and then he's like, oh, crap. He celebrated too early. It's a 99. He had no extra cleanup troops for the last collector. Leo with the next attack. Even though Tribe Gaming have amazing percent, they got a 98 and a 99. Elevate could actually take the lead back. Right here, right now, with a triple, they'd be up by a star. Because Tribe Gaming continues to time fail. Let's see what Leo can do. Has the Royal Champion charge into Root Riders. Pretty classic army here to see if they can get a triple and go for the lead. Gets the expo down. Goes for the air defense. Gonna make their way inside toward the Poison Tower section. Pressure Mortar does do some damage here. Hits the Spirit Fox off the bounce. Next Invis. Covers the Poison Tower. We will get the Scatter Shot. Go with the Invis, another Invis right away in order to force her to the Crusher Mortar. Okay. One more for good luck. We want the Crusher Mortar before we recall. Invisible from the Spirit Fox. And then we end up recalling there anyway. I think the last Invis was wasted because you didn't go get an extra building anyway. Oh well, who cares? We got the value. Root Riders from the upper side of the base. Let's do it. Let's do it. Troop Launcher throwing barrels. Root Riders making their way inside. We got one Overgrowth and only one. Furnace out of the defensive clan castle. Poison Spell deployed on top of it. Sure, where do we use this Overgrowth? Way over on the bottom side. Those defenses aren't even in range of our troops yet. That's kind of insane. Oh well. Town Hall will go down. King lost most of his HP getting through the monolith, but he's still kicking. Grand Warden still has an ability. He's got all 4 hero abilities, in fact. Sure. Healer's sticking with this Yeti on the right side of the base, but that Yeti... Oh, I thought he was going to die pretty quickly. He's holding on, man. Those healers are awesome. Poison Tower slowing him down. Over on the left, we still got all 4 hero abilities ready to rock and roll. Finally, the Warden ability comes in right before the King... No, the King leaves the Warden ability, then has to use his Spiky Ball. Queen will pick up the Multi-Archer Tower. Royal Champion's at full health, and she's got her ability. Royal Champion's ready to do a lot of damage. Diggy stunning. Diggy OP. Royal Champion's still got the Spirit Fox. We get through the Spell Tower, get through the Builder Hut. We have to fight the enemy Minion Prince. Booger is distracting. Diggy is stunning some defenses. Down goes the Minion Prince. 38 seconds on the clock. Queen has ability. 6 Super Barbs for the outside. It's looking good for Leo. It's looking really good for Leo, right? There go all the Super Barbs on the back end of the base. Skeletons are distracting. Royal Champion's going to get in there, try to take out the multi-gear tower. She might actually lose that fight. She does, but he still has the time. He's excited. And even though Elevator down on percent, they take the lead by a star because Tribe Gaming keep time failing. Nibrax has dragons. Has a Lava Hound with an Ice Block trick. Has 9-10 invisibility spells for the Royal Champion charge here at the beginning. Eternal Tome, Healing Tome on the Grand Warden for the dragons. Sure. Spiky Ball for the King, of course. We go with an early Battle Blimp setup to help funnel the Royal Champion the way we want her to go. Sure. No spells used with the Yetis of that Battle Blimp, but they do secure like 3 defenses, and they're going to force the champion to the left here. Okay. Overgrowth spell to help the Royal Champion pathing as well. We're actually going to invis the Queen in order to get the Royal Champion to just ignore her. Sure. Sure. Down goes the Fire Spitter. Down goes the Inferno Tower. Next invis inbound. Champion slowly making her way toward the Town Hall. And then we pop the Haste Vial. Dropping the invis fast because you don't want the Town Hall to hit the Spirit Fox even once. Cool. Town Hall secured. Now we're going to get some extra value here on the bottom side of the base. Why not? Pick up an air sweeper. Maybe even get that air defense. I like it. Ignore the ricochet cannon. Prioritize the air defense because it's a dragon attack. Boom, boom. Gets the wizard tower. And then she goes down. Ice block. Lava hound. All the dragons from the left side of the base. The only thing I don't like about this setup is you literally send them in the middle instead of like utilizing the L shape that you just created. It's the only thing I don't like about placing the dragons like that. Because now the dragons are going to split up into like 3 different groups. The 2 dragons that went up, they die because they got no support. The 2 dragons on the left are going to get hammered by the queen. And then you've only got like half your dragons staying with the warden and the minion prince instead of all of them. The one advantage that this sort of style does have is it usually is quicker with time. King on the outside of the base with a snake bracelet, doing a great job of creating the funnel. Dark Orb did hit the monolith, but it's going to expire before we even get there, isn't it? All the dragons, most of the dragons, I should say, are pretty much dead, so it's about to get sketchy. We send these rocket blooms to try to go toward the monolith. Only one actually targets the monolith, and it hits a Seeking Air Mine. Rocket blooms did not get a whole lot of value there. They distract a little bit, allow the mini prince enough time to get in there and start doing damage. He's actually going to take out the monolith. Hold on. This might have a shot. Down goes the Inferno Tower. Down goes the Builder Hut. This 1 HP. Minion Prince getting all the value he needs with the Phoenix ability. Going to go toward the Scatter Shot. Have a chance to take it out. That one dragon on the left was able to finish off the Archer Queen. Nibrax gets it done for Tribe Gaming. And they are back in this match. Elevate at this point are just competing for money. They already have their golden ticket. They will be at the World Championship later this year. But they want to get into the Grand Finals and get a few extra big paychecks to pay off some bills. Pay off all the gyms they buy using code Lexnos. Teehee. Let's see if Bernal can get another triple. That's the only way they keep their lead right now, is if they hit another 3-star here. If Bernal fails, Tribe Gaming will be up on % by a lot. Earthquake spell is in. Royal Champion getting a lot of value on the upper side of the base. Takes out that Expo. Makes her way down toward the other spell tower. Both spell towers already eliminated. That's nice. Now she's going to be able to go for some of these ricochet cannons. We might just have to recall soon. Or not. He's going for all of it. He wants both ricochet cannons. Then the recall. Ah, I think Spirit Fox was going invisible. Probably could have waited another half second. Oh well. Ricochet cannon just has to stay up. Root Riders on the right. Queen to funnel with the Sneezy. Healers, Grand Warden, redeploy the champion, balloons, troop launcher, Valkyries, spamming everybody in on this right side of the base. Go, 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 go. Cool. Queen very healthy. She's got the Sneezy. We still got the Barbarian King. Drop him with the Frosty a little bit lower on the right side. Everybody making their way toward the Town Hall. Now, we don't have any Overgrowth spell to help support here. Just an Ice Block, interestingly enough. That's the only spell he has left. Warden ability going to come in clutch, though. Ice Block used right then and there. Was that needed, like, at all? Everybody's at full health, and you just popped a Warden ability. That Ice Block feels completely wasted. Or am I crazy? Definitely should have saved that for a little bit later. Oh, well. We will get the Town Hall. We already got the Monolith. King and Queen on the bottom side of the base. They're still chilling, both with ability. Grab the air defense. We grab the Teslas. Royal Champion goes down. 60 seconds on the clock, 0 spell support left. A lot of defense is still alive. Healers are on the Yeti right now, keeping that Yeti alive. Although the Ricochet Cannon is too strong. Ricochet Cannon wins that fight. Yeti goes down, and the Fire Spitter does not drop from the Yeti Mites. King gonna have to use his ability relatively soon here on the outside of the base. Queen, we go ahead and pop her ability. Okay. One Clone Queen goes inside, finishes off the Fire Spitter, finishes off the Ricochet Cannon, and is going to spend the rest of her days beating on a wall. Only 30 seconds on the clock, though, and there's so many storages up there on the upper side of the base that he skipped. Maybe the Spiky Ball can hit them. We send 2 Super Barbs to go beat on a wall for the last storage. That's goofy. He's going to end up... Well, it's actually at half HP. Can the Spiky Ball take it out? Oh! It did! It's a 3-star for Bernal. Spiky Ball gets all the storages that he skipped. Elevate, keep the lead. Team Burr has Root Riders. Sure, sure, sure. Team Burr has Root Riders. We got 4 of them. Rage Gem, Eternal Tome on the Grand Warden. Only 2 Invis. 1 Earthquake. So we start with a Warden Walk to set the funnel. 1 Earthquake, not 2. So I don't think it's a Fireball. No, we literally just looked at his equipment. Eternal Tome. Rage Gem. He just wants to set a mini funnel here by letting the Warden snipe the Scatter Shot, snipe the Air Defense, snipe the Air Sweeper, maybe the Expo too. That would be nice to get the Expo out of the way as well. He actually targets the Expo before the Air Sweeper. Sometimes you just can't predict that. Alright. Down that goes. Archer's grabbing some other buildings. Warden actually gets distracted. Angry Jelly effect wears off. Do we let him get the Air Sweeper or do we not care? Probably want the Air Sweeper for better pathing, but it's taken so much time to get it. Here, down he goes, and we start the Root Riders. Sure. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Go, go, go. Ice Golem on the left. Queen deployed. Gotta fight the enemy Barbarian King. Early freeze. Early skeleton spell. Sure, sure, sure. Log Launcher. Earthquake spell. Alright. Everybody making their way inside. The healers are still on the Grand Warden. Not switching over to the Root Riders actually could be a big problem. Has to pop the Warden ability early because of that. It's the only way he was able to keep the Root Riders alive. Healers, come on, switch to the Root Riders, man. King on the bottom side of the base. Gonna go in toward the army camp. Healing spell for the Root Riders to help them out. That's good news. Log launcher, clearing, trying to clear at least most of the core. Logs did not quite eliminate those defenses. Earthquake boots on the Barb King. That's fun to see. No snake bracelet on this one. This is actually looking really sketchy. Has to use the overgrowth spell just to force everybody toward the town hall area. Well done there. He'll get the town hall now because of that. There's still rocket balloons alive on defense. Finally, they go down. Healer's going to start helping everybody out again. Grand Warden Rage Gym coming in clutch. These last two Root Riders are about to die. Luckily, the Queen and the Royal Champion will finish off the Town Hall for the 2nd star, but I don't think it's looking great for a 3rd star. He's got 3 supporting spells still that he could use. But everybody's dead, man. Everybody's dead. Tribe Gaming, not looking hot. This is their last attack, and they're down by a star. That's insane, since they had a 98% and a 99. They're actually going to lose this war and go down to the lower bracket finals. Elevate, who already have a golden ticket, are going to win the upper bracket and make their way to the grand finals again. Elevate's just OP. That's actually 3 months in a row they made it to the grand finals, right? They obviously won the whole thing last month, but the month before that, they went to the grand finals and got 2nd place, right? So Elevate are just on an absolute tear. 88% here for Teamper. Celinho has the final attack of the match. A 2-star here sends Elevate to the grand finals. Knocks Tribe Gaming down to the lower bracket finals. We still have Dizzy versus Only Bads in the first lower bracket finals. It's weird how the lower bracket works like that. But yeah. Anyways, let's see if he gets the 2-star first, then we'll talk about what the rest of the bracket looks like. Because Dizzy already have a golden ticket and they're still in the lower bracket. So it's kind of an interesting situation. If Dizzy beat Only Bads in the next match right after this, Tribe win the golden ticket by default. Royal Champion doing her thing here. Getting quite a bit of value. We got a lot of invisibility spells to use with the Royal Champion. She's making her way perfectly to the core. Probably still have a haste vial we could pop. Spirit Fox still alive to go invisible. And he's using at least some of the timing there. Misplaces that invis. Gets the town hall though with the haste vial now popped. Nice. Next invis. Down goes the multi-archer tower. Down goes the monolith, because why not? Spirit Fox invisible, then drop the invis. Perfect. Still getting more value. That's crazy. Can use the Spirit Fox again. Yes. And then can use another invis still. It might get the poison tower. He will. Wow. Great stuff from Celinho to start off this attack, but hurry. Send the dragon. Stop waiting. There is zero need to stare at the Royal Champion once you can't help her out anymore. Send the dragons. Even got the back end fire spitter. Even got a nice extra shot off on the enemy Archer Queen. Such good value from the Royal Champion. Look, dude, he's got almost half the base with just the Royal Champion. That's insane. Half the base with the Royal Champion in the upper bracket finals. Sends the dragons from the upper side of the base. Looks like no Rage Gym on this one. Probably Eternal Tome, Healing Tome combo. His team is happy. The 2-star is already secured. They have already won the match, and they're going to the grand finals to make themselves some more money. Nice. Elevate are just stacking the cash this year. Making it to the grand finals 3 months in a row is insane. This is a $39,000 weekend. That's how much money is being given out today. So they're going to get most of it. If not, well, they might get 2nd place still. Who knows? But anyways, is this a 3-star? Spiky Ball doing damage on the left side of the base. He's got furnaces from the siege barracks on the bottom, but the fire spirits can't really do much against the Inferno Tower in hard mode. But I don't think it matters, man. Minion Prince doing damage, King doing damage, 96, 97, 98, 99, and it is another 3-star for Elevate. These guys are on fire. And they finished with 14 stars and are making their way to the grand finals. GG.